Good morning. Happy 4th of July weekend. You are not an American unless you share this feed. Just letting you know. If you don't share the feed, you're not American. Share the feed. You're going to get some good stuff.
Michael, you're like,
He told me to wash my head, so I'm over here like...
Yeah. Nothing like a little Toby Keith in the morning, right?
hey, I'm telling you.
All right. Welcome to Dan Cummins. Show Larry Lewis. Woo! Play like the world 4th of July. Hey! Woo! I'm feeling good. You feeling good?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to take a picture. I'm going to be like, hashtag didn't get the memo on a couple of you guys up in here. That'd be a good little meme, right? Didn't get the memo. There's a sea of whites in here, and I love it. So let's go ahead and share the feed real quick. Go ahead and use your phone, share the feed. We got the live feed going. Get that shared, and we will get started. While you guys are doing that, awesome freaking Friday! We sold a lot of cars, and at one point during the day, we got an email from General Motors, right? Got an email from General Motors, and there was another dealership that he who should not be named, right? That was currently beating us at the moment. And we said, no, that ain't gonna work. So we stepped on the gas, and we ended up doing about double what they did yesterday in new cars, right? Big new car day. How many leases yesterday? Lease? Raise your hand if you did a lease yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, very, very, very good. So, good day all together yesterday. Has the feed been shared? Troy, we good? Okay. All right, so, as you guys know, we have the Red, White, and Groom 4th of July bash going on this weekend. Now, typically in this dealership, some of you guys are a little newer and don't know, but we don't always have like big sales. Like every day, we kind of are having a sale, right? Our prices are very, very competitive. Good morning. Yay! All right, so our prices are really competitive. We pretty much have sales going on every day, but this is an actual like special event. Like we are having a big sale. My uncle is like coming down from DC to buy a truck today. He'll be here in a little bit because it's a big sale. So I want to make sure everyone knows that this is a special thing that we're doing. We typically are closed. Like on the 4th of July, we typically just go ahead and close down. This year, we are going to be open, and because you guys are making the sacrifice of actually working on Tuesday, Josh Cummins and Jason and Dusty and everybody got together and said, we got to make it worth everybody's while. If they're going to have to work 4th of July weekend while everybody else is grilling out, then we need to be busy. So this place will be slammed. You got a taste of it yesterday. Yesterday was great. Haven't felt like that in a little while, right? June can be a tough month for us sometimes. So yesterday was great. Today will be even better. Monday and Tuesday are going to be awesome too. So no better way to start off a month than start on a Saturday. There's just no better way. We get that momentum rolling. We get things going. And not only do we have one Saturday this month, but we have 5. Right? We like Saturdays. So 5 Saturdays, 26 business days. Before we get into all that, let's talk a little bit. Look at that, Paul. Ho-ho! That's right. I know Paul loves that. All right. So we are celebrating this weekend 241 years of independence. July 4th, 1776, okay? A little bit of history. We have a couple facts that you didn't know. Here's some of our founding fathers that signed off on the Declaration of Independence back in 1776. Okay, you got John Adams, you got Theodore Roosevelt, and you got, James Monroe. Okay? Now, what these presidents did is they all decided that they wanted to be free from the English empire, basically. Revolutionary War, a lot of stuff going on. They wanted to be free, the original 13 colonies, so they all got together. Now, what's funny is John Adams, when they actually got together and signed the Declaration of Independence, it was on July 2nd. Okay, it wasn't July 4th, it was on July 2nd is when they voted it in that we were going to go ahead and chase our freedom. So, they didn't sign the paper because they had to write everything. Back then they didn't have computers and stuff, so they had to hand script it all out. So he didn't actually sign it till the 4th. So John Adams refused to celebrate on the 4th of July because he truly believed that we gained our independence on the 2nd. What's ironic is John Adams died on the 4th of July. He actually died on that day. He hated that day, and he died on that day. So a little tidbit, Theodore Roosevelt did too. Okay? So, just a little thing. This weekend, Americans will consume 155 million hot dogs. 155 million hot dogs. I'm thinking Toomey will take down 20 or 30. No. All right? We stocked up for the party, Zach. I got lots of food for you. I know you've been dieting and you've been losing weight and you've been kicking butt. We're going to let you just purge this weekend. Okay? All right, just go after it. So, 155 million hot dogs will be consumed this weekend. This is a holiday where people are just going to hang out. We're going to get together. We're going to have barbecues. We're going to grill. We're going to have lots of fun. Most of you guys, hopefully, I'll see you over at my house. We're going to have a good time over there, shoot off some fireworks, so on and so forth. So, just a little fact. Okay? Here's another fact. Benjamin Franklin was quoted as saying that he believed what's the word I'm looking for? Right now it's the bald eagle. But, yeah, whatever. Anyway, right now we have the bald eagle, but Benjamin Franklin thought we should have had the turkey, and he was quoted as saying that in reference to the bald eagle, he is a bird of bad moral character. He does not get his living honestly. However, a turkey is a bird of courage, and though vain and silly, he will not hesitate to attack any that presume to invade his farm. So he's kind of got a point, right? But me personally, I'm not sure I could rock a turkey. All right? I don't know if I could do that. The bald eagle's pretty strong and pretty bold. Turkey, not so much. So, just a little tidbit, some silly stuff that I wanted to get to touch on with you guys this morning. However, as we all know, what the 4th of July weekend is really about, it's about this thing that's called freedom. Right? Now, freedom is a big stinking word that we take for granted, especially in this country. I would like to say this is the greatest country in the world. I can't necessarily say that because I haven't been to every country in the world.
It is.
You know, Antarctica might be pretty cool. I don't know, right? But from what I know and from what I've experienced, this is a pretty amazing place. And freedom is something that not everybody out there has, and it's something that is really, really important. I'll tell you a little story. A long time ago, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. I've got, a bad past and had made poor decisions. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm with my buddy Lance Green, and we're on our way to a party, and he gets pulled over on the 101 out there by Scottsdale, Arizona. He gets pulled over on the 101. He's driving. Cop comes up, says, "Let me see your license." He gives him his license. Cop looks at me, says, "Let me see your license." I'm like, "What do you need my license for? I'm in the passenger seat. I'm not driving." "Shut up, sir. Give me your license." So I give him his license, right? Of course, he pulls up. I've got a warrant out for my arrest. Take me to jail for some old stuff from back when I was in Flagstaff, even longer ago, right? So I went to this jail cell in Durango. Okay, now Durango is ran by a sheriff named Sheriff Joe Arpaio. Don't know if you ever heard of him. Okay, but Sheriff Joe Arpaio is wild, wild west. He's wild, wild west as they come. And so the facility was for criminals. That's what the facility was for. There was nothing nice about it. You got a meal at 6 a.m., you got a meal at 6 p.m. The meal at 6 a.m. was a couple pieces of bread, some peanut butter, and a banana. The meal at 6 p.m., if it was Tuesday, you could get excited. Because what do we have on Tuesdays? Anybody know? Taco Tuesday, right? You got Taco Tuesday. You've been to jail before, whoever said that. All right? Taco Tuesday. We're not running new background checks, okay? So it's okay. I'm in this facility, and it's horrible. It was truly, truly horrible. And I spent the first couple days in this facility, the first 3 days that I was in there, just doing everything in my power to try to get out. I just wanted out. That's all I wanted. And finally, after like 3 days, I started to settle in with the fact that, like, dude, your past is catching up with you. The decisions you've made in the past, you will have to pay for at some point or another. So I kind of settled in. Really kind of got crazy from there. I didn't want to hang out like out in the yard because that was kind of scary, and I was really in there with a lot of criminals and bad people. So I spent a lot of time in my room, and I spent a lot of time reading, and I happened to come across this book called Piercing the Darkness. Now this book, Piercing the Darkness, was about angels and demons and how there's a constant battle between angels and demons over us as individuals, over our souls. You've got angels protecting us and the demons trying to drag us to the dark side. So the book really resonated with me. I got to spend that time in there. It really resonated with me. And on the 17th day that I was in jail, I was reading this book. And the main character was on the run. She was running from some people, and she ditched her car on the side of the road, and she ran out into these farms, and she went into a farmhouse. And this woman came and found her in the farmhouse and introduced herself. And the woman's name was Betty Smith, which Betty Smith is my grandmother's name, who just came in yesterday, by the way, for this 4th of July celebration. So when I read that name, it hit me like, holy crap. Like, this book's talking to me. This is my story, right? This is what's going on. So I broke down and I wept. I cried, and I just felt like some relief. I realized I'm a spiritual human being and that God's got my back. And so it all kind of hit me at once. And immediately after that, on the speakerphone, on the PA system, it said, Glenn Lundy, roll up. Which roll up means get your mattress, get your stuff. You're getting out. And I can't express to you the feeling like, what? What do you mean roll up? I had already settled in. I thought I was going to be there for who knows how long. I didn't know if I was going to get out, period. I was scared to death. So they said roll up, and they bring me through the system, and they give me my clothes back. I get to get out. Sheriff Joe Arpaio makes you wear pink underwear and pink jumpsuits and stuff because he doesn't want inmates stealing the clothes. Okay, crazy. So get out of my pink underwear and all that stuff, and I get dressed, and I step out that door. They just like let me go. It was weird. But I step out the door. It's freedom. Oh my gosh. Freedom, man. Like I can go that way if I want to go that way. I can go that way if I want to go that way. Didn't really have anywhere to go, but I could go wherever I wanted. I didn't have somebody telling me what to do. I didn't have to watch my back. I didn't have to worry about getting stabbed or building relationships with the wrong people. I didn't have to worry about any of that anymore because I was free. So this word freedom, sometimes we take for granted, and it's weekends like this where we get to reflect on that because there's these people in history, these historians, our forefathers, that did so much for us so that we could experience what we experience today. Pretty cool. Now there's also people in this dealership, in the history of this dealership, the 60-year history of this dealership, that have done things like that for us today, right? They put in the work. They signed their own declarations of independence, like a guy named Sam Cummins, who decided to risk it all, decided he was going to leave his family legacy in the car business back in 1956. And started slinging cars in Paris, Kentucky, right? Then you got Dan, who took over for Sam, that put in the work and built his legacy and helped build what we've got today. He was a big part of that. Then you got Josh and Dusty, who have 7 kids between the two of them. And they took a risk on this store in this small little town. They took a risk, and they took their families and their life savings, and they put it all on the line so that we can be here where we're at right now today. So pretty cool. I love this weekend. It's my favorite holiday by far. I have so many fond memories of the 4th of July, and it's just attached to that word freedom. So I want to dive into that word just a little bit more. All right? And here at Dan Cummins Chevrolet and Buick, we sell freedom every single day. You guys know that, right? We've talked about it a little bit before. The freedom that people get from their first vehicle. The freedom that people get when they have a reliable vehicle and they can actually get to work. The freedom when you can pack up all of your kids and, put the soccer balls in the back. And the basketballs and get them to baseball. Jeremy and I have gone to a couple of my son's t-ball games lately. It's awesome, right? We load everything up. My wife's got 5 kids loaded up in the Suburban and all the equipment and all the stuff, and we sit and we rally and we support them, and it's awesome. And we have that freedom to be able to do that thanks to this place. Super, super cool. So we sell freedom every single day to our customers, not just in their ability to go where they want with the cars, but in some other ways too. Okay? We just talked about cars, so I don't need that slide anymore. Okay? Here's another way we sell freedom right here. Powertrain for life. Okay? Powertrain for life with the ability to be serviced now almost anywhere in America, right? We say almost because it's got to be an ASE certified mechanic, right? However, okay, now in this room we take that for granted. We're like, okay, powertrain for life, yeah, we sell it. Who cares? Right? No big deal. Oh yeah, Mr. Customer's got powertrain for life. Yeah, woo, you're supposed to be excited. No, it's so much bigger than that. It's so much bigger than that, okay? What we're giving these customers is we're giving them the freedom to own a car for as long as this guy. Okay? This guy bought a Volvo in 1966. Brand new, original owner. He drove it 3 million miles. He's in the Guinness Book of World Records. He put every mile on it himself. All him. No one ever else owned it. I think when I read the article, I think it said he did something like 1,800 oil changes or something like that, right? Like 28 transmission services. Like he maintained this vehicle over and over and over, did his oil changes, did his transmissions, did all that stuff, still drives the vehicle today. Was able to put 3 million miles on it. He's never had to buy another car. That's what we're offering our customers. That opportunity right there. They have the freedom, if they maintain it and keep it serviced, which they can now do anywhere in America, just about, right? As long as it's a certified place, we're offering them that freedom to be able to keep that car and build a legacy like that. That's cool. To me, that's super cool. They said he drives 1,500 or 60,000 miles a year. He just loves driving. He even said he got divorced. He got a divorce because he was always out driving in his car. Like that was his place. He loves it. You know? People love cars. It's crazy. Right? So that's one way that we're offering some freedom to our customers. We also have the 3-month, 4,000-mile, and it says exclusionary warranty because I want you guys to understand. We talk about this in here all the time. We've got 3.4, we've got 3.4. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. The reason this is a big deal is we're offering customers an opportunity to get basically the same warranty on a used car that they get on a new car. They call it an exclusionary warranty because there's actually less items that we don't cover than items that we do cover. So it's easier to just list the stuff you don't cover. Make sense? Versus listing everything you do cover. Okay, so we offer these customers the freedom to be able to choose. They can get a brand new 2017 Chevy Malibu with some awesome red, white, and vroom 4th of July discounts for anybody watching. Come see us, Dan Cummins Chevrolet, Paris, Kentucky. So they can get a brand new one. Or maybe they want to go back to a 2013. It's got 46,000 miles on it. Save themselves a little bit of money. They're going to get basically the same warranty, right? They have the freedom to choose. They can go new, they can go used. They don't have to worry about buying somebody else's problems because we're going to cover that. We'll cover it with the 3.4. We're also going to cover it with what? Powertrain for life, right? So they don't have to worry about that. They get the freedom to choose. All right, now we have this 72-hour exchange policy. Oops, I changed my mind. That offers customers the freedom to make a bad decision. Really. The freedom to change their mind. Like, oh, we had a customer the other day. Like, he bought a gray one. He really wanted a blue one. Didn't realize it until he got home. Saw it in the light the next day. Said, wait a minute. Oh, I should have got the blue one. Comes back. Exchange back. Get him a blue one, right? You can't do that everywhere in America. Anybody work at a dealership before? Okay, what do you do when the customer comes back and says, I don't want this car anymore? You send them over to Dan Cummins, right? Okay? All right, you can't do that. We offer our customers the freedom to be able to make bad choices. Now, in this dealership, it's okay. I made a poor decision, or I made a decision and now I just changed my mind. Not even a poor decision, but I made a decision and now I changed my mind. Here, it's okay. You won't like get any lumps or bruises if you do that. Okay? Now, oh yeah, these are pretty cool. A woman's mind is cleaner than a man's. She changes it more often. So here they have the freedom. Yeah, isn't that good? So here they have the freedom to change. But in sports, you really don't. You have that freedom, right? Like, yeah, I should have dodged left, but I should dodge left, but I dodged right. You end up getting knocked out. So I'm going to show you some examples, which this won't play automatically because Paul hasn't taught me how to do that yet. So I'm going to show you some examples of some out there in a little different world what happens when you make poor decisions.
Oh.
You shouldn't have caught that. You shouldn't have caught that.
2nd down and 10.
Yeah, you might want to rethink that one.
The game, Kuko is afraid to be overmatched and want to keep his offense out for a sustained drive to keep his defense off. Slash out. And there is the biggest kick maybe of the 1989-90 bowl season. Danley down as he was struck by Seth Dumas.
Here comes the full blitz over the middle. Oh! And I hope Jefferson's okay.
Bad idea.
Warren just laid the
Like
wood.
no remorse.
And I mean, those are the kind of collisions you don't even like to see.
I like to see them. Yeah, right in the back. Who's that? do one more, right? Shoot it down. You guys get the point? All right, out there in the real world outside of Dan Cummins, if you look left when you were supposed to go right, you get hurt. You get hurt bad. So we offer people the freedom to kind of mess up, the freedom to change their mind, make a different, make a decision and be able to change that. That's stinking cool. That's a big deal. You guys need to be talking about that with your customers all the time because that right there matters. It's important. Okay? Not lying, and I believe this is the last thing. But here at Dan Cummins, something that we do is we offer customers the freedom to truly enjoy buying a car. A lot of customers or a lot of people, when they think about buying a car, they dread it, right? Golly, I don't want to go deal with these yahoos. It's something that they dread. So what we offer them here is the freedom to actually get excited and come out and experience car buying, something that I personally love, and I know that you guys love as well. We offer them that in a couple different ways. Obviously, we've got a relaxed atmosphere. I've got quality people in you guys. I've got a massive selection. We've got incredible deals. We just make it easy. We care. We're concerned, right? About each and every single customer. We spent 8 hours with the guy yesterday. Right? Right? We spent 8 hours with the guy yesterday. He wanted to buy a truck. He needed to buy a truck. Everybody kept telling him he couldn't buy a truck. No, we don't accept that. We offer an experience here. What did he say to me? Who was at the table with me? Nick. He's downstairs. He was at the table with me after he had been here for 8 hours. Okay? After 8 hours, I sit down with the guy and he just looks at me and says, "This is the most incredible experience I've ever had in a car dealership. You guys treated me so well. You guys took care of me. You guys did things that no other dealership would do. You went above and beyond, and now I've got this truck, this amazing truck that I'm going to be able to work, and I've got Powertrain for Life." And he was just so thrilled and excited because everywhere else he'd went, they told him no. We offer that experience here. We have that ability. Thanks to our forefathers, the guys in the past who made the sacrifices to help build this place over the last 60 years and give us the inventory and give us the facility and give us the building and allow us to hire quality people and allow us to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty and a 3, 4, and a 72-hour exchange and just a massive selection of cars all the way to the warehouse and over the hill. We have all this opportunity so that we can offer our customers freedom. They can actually enjoy buying a car. And I can tell you, a lot of them do. You guys have been getting some massive reviews lately. I'm getting so many reviews in my Google inbox. Like when I get an email that's not a review, it like gets buried. I have to search back pages to find it because we're getting so many good reviews. Haley Hamilton said, "Kelly Slade was such a great guy to help me and my sisters with." Kelly Slade was such a great guy to help with me and my sister's first car. Memorable experience for a day I'll never forget. Nice job, Kelly Slade. Miss or Mr. Russell says, "Great customer service. Nick, Evan, and Marcus rocked." And Nick recommended a little dinner nearby that had the most amazing food. Thanks, guys. Austin says, "This is a unique dealership. Their prices are usually the lowest, but that means you can't haggle. They aren't pushy, which is nice. Powertrain for Life is great." Whose customer is that? Somebody downstairs, maybe? Whoever it was. Good job! Courtney says, "Tim Walton was excellent." Yes, sir. Brian Taylor, not our Brian Taylor, but another Brian Taylor, says, "Jimmy was excellent. Went above and beyond, working late at night, making my purchase possible in a nicer car than I came in to buy." That's what Andrew Campbell says, "I had a wonderful experience. Jordan Stanfield was very helpful and nice. I am very happy with my Hyundai, except for the broken mirror, but that can be fixed. Highly recommend. We've got a lot of customers that love us. And as we celebrate this 4th of July bash that we're having, you guys all know I'm very proud to be an American. I love it, right? Got the big party, had the rockin' red, white, and blue striped socks and shoes yesterday. I love being American. I'm incredibly proud to be an American, but I'm also incredibly proud to work at this dealership right here. This is Dan Cummins Chevrolet and Buick, man. We are number 2 currently in the country on paper. I believe we are number 1 in the country by far. I believe what we're doing in this place is different. It's unique. We're offering our customers the freedom to enjoy buying a vehicle, and that's stinking cool. That is stinking cool. So as we have some fun this weekend, which we will, and we sell lots of cars this weekend, which we will, I just need you to remember what you're a part of. Remember what Sam did for us, what Dan did for us, what Josh and Dusty do for us, and the experience that we now get to offer our customers because of it. This morning, I was putting the finishing touches on this show, this slideshow. Putting the finishing touches. You know, I got up fairly early. I woke up at 4:40 this morning, so I thought I'd work on this a little bit. And I'm putting the finishing touches on it. It's 6:56 a.m. My phone rings, and it's a phone number from Georgia. I'm like, telemarketers normally don't call at 6:56 in the morning. So I answer the phone, and I'm kind of quiet because, you know, people in the house are still asleep. So I'm like, hello, who's there? Like, bill collector? No, I'm just kidding. So I'm like, hello. And a guy on the other end of the phone says, good morning, Glenn Lundy. This is Garrett Dvorsky, Regional Director for General Motors. What? Woke up real quick. Hello, Mr. Dvorsky. How are you, sir? Glad to hear from you. He said, you know, Glenn, I just wanted to call you this morning because I knew you'd be up. Which made me feel good. I knew you'd be up. You're probably working on your Saturday morning meeting. Yeah, actually I am. And I just want to tell you that what you guys are doing out there at Dan Cummins is making a huge difference for General Motors as a company. Those are the first words I heard at 6:56 this morning. He said, I'm so proud of what you guys do over there. I'm so proud of how you take care of your customers. He didn't say, I wish we had more dealers like you, but he just said, you guys are doing great. And it would be really nice if everybody could kind of jump on that train. He gave me compliments. He gave the dealership compliments. He gave you guys compliments. It was just an incredible way to start the day. Incredibly humbling for me to know that this guy, okay, he's been with General Motors over 11 years. He's regional director, right? Is that his title? He's regional director. Okay, so this guy's up here for General Motors. It's 6, I don't know what time in Georgia, maybe an hour earlier, I don't know. Okay, same time? So it's 6:56 in the morning. He's on his way to wherever, whatever important stuff he's got to do, because I know he's got important stuff to do today. And he takes the time to give us a call. That's something to be proud of. That's something to be really proud of. So I know we've gone through some changes over the last month. We've changed some processes. We're setting ourselves up. We're doing what our forefathers did for us a long time ago. And we're making sure that 5 years from now and 10 years from now and 56 years from now that this dealership is still the absolute best place to buy a car. That's what we're working on right now. And we had to struggle a little bit through June. I know it. We struggled just a little bit, but we learned so much. We uncovered, we lift up so many stones and found so many different weaknesses and areas that we can work on. Because sometimes when you're just rolling right along and you're kicking butt and you're winning and you get up there to the 1 yard line and you think, oh, I can just throw a pass and get it in here because they think I'm going to run. And then all of a sudden the Patriots intercept the ball and you lose the Super Bowl. That can happen. That can happen. All right? That can happen, and it can happen to us, and we're not going to let that happen. I won't let it happen. The owners won't let it happen. I know your management staff won't let it happen, and I need you guys to not let it happen. Every customer that comes in today buys a car. We find a way. That's what we do. We find a way every single time. We figure it out. Okay? Let's go. I am on a mission to eradicate negative associated with the car business. I can do this by making sure my customers feel special, feel important, and feel like they're the only one. I will offer an experience that will exceed my customers' today, tomorrow, and in the future. I will not just sell cars, I will create fans. With Dan Cummins, the best roller in the whole wide world. Come sing I'm proud to be Dan Cummins for our audience here live. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope everybody has an awesome weekend. Spend time with your family. Remember where we are in this amazing country. Just the blessings that we have associated with freedom. Something that we take for granted, but it's something that's just awesome to experience. It's something we should never forget. So we'll be here at Dan Cummins. We'll be here for you guys. We're here to serve you in any way that we can. The prices, go to the website, dancummins.com. You're going to see some incredible prices. And as you just learned, we've got some other freedom opportunities that we're going to add in there with you. So make sure to share the feed. You might have a friend or a buddy or somebody that needs a car, and you can be the hero. Have a great weekend.